How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some really freaky video clips that are trending right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. In a disturbing video that's been making waves over on TikTok, user vtaylor72 captured a spine-chilling moment while inspecting an apartment for rent in March of 2024. What should have been a routine walkthrough turned into an encounter straight out of a horror movie. The video begins, innocently enough, with the OP exploring the apartment and filming the interior.
Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah, cool.
However, things take a terrifying turn. Watch.
There's a person in there.
There's a person in there?
To their shock, a man is lying on the floor inside of the wardrobe.
There's a person in there.
There's a person in there?
Follow-up reports confirmed that the man inside of the wardrobe was a squatter who had somehow gained access to the vacant unit and was using it as a place to sleep. The clip has since sparked discussions on social media about the importance of security checks for vacant apartments and precautions renters should take when inspecting properties alone. Fortunately, vtaylor72 was unharmed by the strange incident, but the shocking find has left viewers spooked and reminded everyone that you never know who or what might be lurking behind closed doors.
There's a person in there.
There's a person in there?
I said it's not the hotel that's haunted, it's the graveyard.
A chilling video uploaded by TikTok user Jenna Snow has sent shivers through social media, showcasing strange activity inside the Continental Inn, a historic hotel located along the infamous Stony Plain Road in Edmonton, Canada. Known for its eerie history, the area has long been associated with ghostly sightings after an ancient Indigenous graveyard was disturbed during construction in the early 20th century. Over the years, travellers and locals have reported seeing strange apparitions, including pale old men standing alongside the road, staring silently at passing cars in the dead of night. In her video, Jenna captures some haunting moments from the hotel's security feed while working the night shift, with Tim, the hotel's night auditor. The two had been discussing the inn's long-standing paranormal stories when the cameras picked up something truly unsettling. Take a look.
Oh.
So this service road here where Danny and I used to park, that's the old Stony Plain Road. Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
Viewers can see a misty figure drifting down the hallway.
Do you really think when they dug up all the bodies here, that was a good one, moved them over to the graveyard?
This second clip focuses on a table and chair near a stairwell. At first, a faint mist hovers nearby. Without warning, the chair shifts on its own, as if an unseen force is interacting with it. With no one else present in the area, the footage has viewers questioning whether the Continental Inn is home to more than just weary travellers. In this final piece of footage, the same misty figure makes another appearance, this time with greater clarity.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
The figure floats through the hallway before seemingly sitting down in a chair.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
The unsettling sight has left many wondering whether the spirit is lingering from a darker chapter of the hotel's history. Tim, who has worked at the Continental Inn for several years, explains that this isn't the first encounter with the ghostly figure. He reveals that in an attempt to dispel paranormal activity, the hotel's owner had called in Indigenous shamans to bless the property. Strangely, the apparitions have only increased since the blessing, as though the spirits were stirred rather than banished. The eerie set of videos struck a personal chord with one commenter who claimed to have stayed at the Continental Inn as a child while undergoing cancer treatment. As a little girl, she often saw ghosts wandering the halls, though her mother brushed off her experiences as childish imagination. Now, years later, this security footage seems to confirm what she witnessed all those years ago, leaving her stunned. The footage has also sparked a lively debate among viewers. Some argue that it's evidence of paranormal activity, perhaps tied to the disturbance of the indigenous burial ground. Others suggest the figure could be nothing more than a mist or a glitch in the security feed. However, the moving chair and the figure's repeated appearance have convinced many that something supernatural is at play.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
A peculiar piece of home security footage has captured the internet's attention after being uploaded to Reddit by user Elizabeth Greengirl88. The clip, which seems innocent at first glance, shows the user's husband taking out the trash in their backyard. But upon closer inspection, something unsettling can be seen lurking just behind him. While the footage may be difficult to decipher initially, brightening the video reveals a misty, translucent shape drifting near the husband. The unsettling sight left the husband so spooked he's sworn off taking the trash out at nighttime ever again. The OP shared that an elderly man used to live in the house before they moved in and sadly passed away on the property. Adding to the eeriness, the farm on which the house sits is surrounded by isolated farmland, with no logical explanation for the mysterious mist. To make things even stranger, the user noted that a woman was murdered just across the road before they moved into the area. The Reddit post also reveals that both Elizabeth and her husband experienced strange emotions and unexplainable feelings around the house. She describes sudden waves of depression and the feeling of always being watched, which don't align with anything going on in their lives. "We quit smoking years ago, so it's not cigarette smoke," she assured viewers in the post. Rural homes often carry with them layers of history, and isolated farmhouses like this one are no exception. With a previous resident who passed away on site and a murder in the area, it's easy to understand why the current homeowners feel unnerved by this misty figure. Motocross YouTuber Matoans, known for his high-energy riding videos, recently shared a clip that's left viewers unsettled. With nearly 600,000 followers tuning in for his usual vlogs, this video stands out for its eerie twist. The footage shows Matoans riding through a hilly mountain trail. Along the way, he stumbles upon a strange sight.
Oh god, there's even more bones than last time.
As he rides deeper into the forest and the daylight fades, he reaches a fork in the trail.
It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways.
Unsure which way to go, he pauses, and that's when things take an eerie turn. The forest around him becomes completely silent. No birds, no insects, just an unsettling stillness.
It just got really quiet really fast.
That's when something catches his eye. If you pause the video and zoom in, you can see what appears to be a pale figure lurking in the woods. It is difficult to make out, but the shape looks humanoid, standing still among the trees. Matoans later mentioned in the video's description that he believes the figure could be a Skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity from Native American folklore known for causing disturbing encounters in remote areas. The video quickly went viral with thousands of comments pouring in. Some viewers were convinced it was a sign of a Skinwalker, while others suggested more rational explanations like a lost hiker or a trick of light and shadow. Many noted that the strange silence in the forest was a sign of something dangerous, with some encouraging Matoans to stay away from the area in the future. So, whether it was a supernatural experience or just an eerie coincidence, the encounter has captivated his audience and sparked plenty of speculation about what really happened that day in the rural mountains.
It just got really quiet really fast.
Is anybody there?
A strange and unsettling clip recently surfaced over on the Instagram account Tales, Trails and Taverns. It shows a bike rider making his way along a remote mountainous trail when he comes across a small cave. But what happens next has left viewers baffled and spooked.
What? Hello?
No.
Why does that...
No.
A faint voice seems to say help, as if someone might be trapped inside.
Bro, is that my fork? What? Hello?
No.
Why does that...
No.
Alarmed, the rider quickly backs away to a safe distance, unsure of what he's just heard.
What the hell? Bro, I don't care about my bike. Hello? Is anybody there?
In an attempt to investigate without getting too close, the rider throws a stick towards the cave's entrance. But then something eerie happens. Something inside the cave throws the stick back.
What the Yep, nope, I'm good.
The clip ends abruptly, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. Commenters on the video have been quick to speculate on what could have been hiding inside. Like the previous clip, many believe it could be a skinwalker, but this time it might be mimicking a human voice to lure victims in. The idea that the voice was imitating someone in distress adds an even more sinister element to this bizarre encounter.
No.
Why does that...
With the abrupt end to the video, viewers are left in suspense, wondering what could have been lurking inside this strange small cave.
What the Yep, nope, I'm good.
So, today we're going to Mount St. Helens, we're going to Ape Cave.
In 2016, popular YouTuber Exploring with Josh, known for documenting his travels and urban explorations to over 4.5 million subscribers, captured a moment that sent chills down viewers' spines. In one of his most talked about vlogs, Josh and his friends explored the eerie Ape Cave at Mount St. Helens, only to encounter something unsettling deep within its narrow, pitch-black passages. Ape Cave, located in Gifford-Pinchot National Forest in Washington, is named after a 1924 incident when two boys threw rocks into a canyon, causing a nearby community to believe they were under attack by apes. The legend persisted for decades, adding a layer of mystery to the cave's lore. With lanterns in hand, Josh and his crew venture into the lava tube, joking about the strange myths surrounding the cave.
All I hope is that there's no dragons in here. I don't think we're strong enough to take out a dragon.
The deeper they venture, the colder and narrower the cave becomes, testing their nerves.
You see that hole?
Oh my god.
You're going in?
I'm going in, man.
I'm going in too. We're doing it together.
I'm coming through.
But just as the group reaches what they believe is the end of the cave, something unexpected happens. Take a look.
You speak English? No English.
No?
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, come with us.
They stumble upon a young girl sitting all alone in the dark.
Up here, she's scared.
They don't speak. She doesn't speak English.
She doesn't speak English.
It's okay. It's all right.
It becomes clear that the girl doesn't speak English, making the encounter even more surreal.
Come with us.
Josh later explained to viewers how unnerving the situation was. She just popped out of nowhere without a light and crawled all the way here by herself. It was unreal, he said. For a moment, it seemed as though she might be lost, but soon the voice of her parents echoed through the cave, calling her name in another language. The girl began to cry as she was reunited with her family, leaving Josh and his friends bewildered by the bizarre interaction.
So they were like, okay, come with us. And, eventually, I guess her parents were yelling her name in their language. And yeah, she went back, but she started crying and stuff. It was kind of a crazy situation.
The video of the encounter quickly went viral, racking up over 8 million views. Many viewers found the situation eerie, noting how strange it was for a child to venture so deep into the dark cave all alone without a light. Others praised the explorers for their quick thinking and kindness in ensuring the girl was safe.
Come with us.
The couple that was back there,
You want to come with us?
tell them their daughter's up here and she's scared.
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at what many are calling a Civil War ghost sighting. But before we do, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. In February 2021, YouTube user Jamie Ashton shared a chilling piece of home security footage that's left viewers questioning whether they've witnessed a ghostly encounter. The eerie clip, captured just after 3 AM, shows something quite strange indeed. What makes this footage particularly unsettling is how the mist seems to resemble the shape of a soldier on horseback riding through the night. Adding to the intrigue, what sounds like hooves can be heard in the background both before and after the figure appears. This peculiar audio detail has led many viewers to speculate that the mist could be the apparition of a Civil War soldier riding a phantom horse. The location of the sighting adds another layer of mystery. The user's backyard borders the historic Battlefield Park near Fredericksburg, Virginia, where Slaughter Pen Farm is located. This area saw intense fighting during the Civil War, with thousands of soldiers and countless horses losing their lives. The battlefield has long been rumoured to be haunted, with locals claiming to have seen and heard ghostly soldiers and horses over the years. With such a heavy historical past tied to the location, many believe the footage may provide a glimpse into the residual energies left behind by the tragic events of the past. Paranormal enthusiasts have suggested that the combination of the misty apparition and the sound of hooves could point to a soldier and horse spirit eternally wandering the battlefield. So whether it's an actual ghost sighting or simply an unusual weather phenomenon, the footage has captivated audiences. So could this mist really be a Civil War soldier riding through the night, lost in time? Or is there a more earthly explanation? As with many paranormal encounters, the truth remains elusive. Have you ever heard the bizarre case of the Ouija board trial? We took a deep dive on this fascinating story over on our second channel. Take a look.
If you ever find yourself on a jury that must decide the fate of the person on trial, you might find yourself racked with doubt and overwhelmed by responsibility, even if the feeling lasts a moment. This could be especially true if the defendant is charged with the heinous crime of murder, and their future is in your hands. If you felt unsure of the evidence or lacked the faith in your own judgment, would you look for a sign from the great beyond? If so, you wouldn't be the first.
If you want to hear the full details on this fascinating case, we'll put some links to the episode in the description box down below there. It's also pinned in the comments. Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. In case you haven't heard the news, we've launched a brand new second channel. You can see the latest episode right there. Otherwise, there's a spooky playlist there that'll creep you out well into the night, we promise. Leave us a comment down below, smash that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.